Let's we start the process how to write the chemical equation. The first process is the reactants. The reactants should be written. The reactants should be written in left side, and the products should be written in right side. It is the first process to write the chemical equation. This is the most important point. Next process is the second process is if there are more than one reactants or products present, then we have to put a plus sign. If more than one reactants, if more than one reactants and products are present, we have to put plus sign between them. We have to put plus sign between them. The second point. The next point is we have to put an arrow mark. We have to put an arrow mark between reactants and products. Between reactants and products. And that arrow mark should be directed from left towards right. Left towards right. These are the three basic process to write a chemical equations. Let's we take an example. Suppose we have to write magnesium when bonds in presence of oxygens, it gives rise magnesium oxide. Here magnesium and oxygens. These are two reactants. So these two reactants written in left side. And there is an arrow mark present between reactants and products. Here magnesium oxide is products and magnesium and oxygens are two reactants. So an arrow mark is present between reactants and products. The second point. Then the third point is we have to put the second point is we have to put plus sign if there are more than one products or one reactants. So these are more than one reactants. So we have to add or we have to put a plus sign between two reactants. Next we have to go the fourth point. The fourth point is what is unbalanced equations, what is balanced equations, and what is skeletal chemical equations. First we have to say about the unbalanced equations. What is unbalanced equations? The previous equations which was written for you, that equation was magnesium when bonds in presence of oxygens, it gives rise magnesium oxide. Here one magnesium elements or magnesium atoms is present and two oxygen atoms is present, and it gives rise one magnesium atoms and one oxygen atoms. So one magnesium atoms, two oxygen atoms gives rise one magnesium and one oxygen. So it is a unbalanced chemical equations because the number of atoms present in the reactant sides is not equal to the number of elements present in product side. Here in reactant sides there are three elements. One is magnesium elements, another is two oxygen elements. So one magnesium atoms, two oxygen atoms, that is total three atoms present in reactant sides and only two atoms present in product sides. So it is a unbalanced chemical equations. So unbalanced chemical equations is defined as equations if there are different number of, if there are not same number of atoms present in reactant sides as well as a product sides. It is called unbalanced equations. So if you write that unbalanced chemical equations in terms of reactants and products, so that unbalanced chemical equations is also called skeletal chemical equations. Skeletal chemical equations. So unbalanced equations is also one type of skeletal chemical equations. So that skeletal chemical equations, it only gives the information about the presence of reactants and products. It gives the only qualitative products, reactants and products. It gives the information of a qualitative part of reaction, not the quantitative part. But the quantitative part, the measurement of a similarity part, represented by the balanced chemical equations. So you can say skeletal chemical equations is unbalanced equations, and it gives about the information only the reactants and products, but it does not tells about how many number of reactants and how many number of products. So it is completely unbalanced. But when it will be balanced, it is called balanced chemical equations, and it is quantitative and it is measurable, and there are same types of same number of atoms present in reactants and also products. Now I will tell about the balanced chemical equation. What is balanced chemical equations? It is defined as the chemical equations if the number of atoms present in a reactant side is equal to the number of atoms present in the product side. It is called balanced chemical equations. Let's take an example. Suppose zinc when reacts with sulfuric acid. When zinc reacts with sulfuric acid, it gives rise zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. Here there are one zinc atoms present, one zinc atoms, two hydrogen atoms, one sulfur and four oxygens. Total atoms: one zinc, two hydrogen, one sulfur, 1 plus 2 3 plus 1 4 4 8. There are total 8 number of atoms present in the reactant side. Now in product side there are only one zinc atom present, one zinc atoms, one sulfur atoms, four oxygen atoms, 2 plus 4 6 and 2 hydrogen atoms. So it is completely balanced because there are 8 atoms present in a reactant sides. Like that there are completely also 8 elements or 8 atoms present in product side. So it is a complete balanced chemical equations. Now I will inform you about the process of balanced chemical equation. How can a chemical equation will be balanced? In which process? Let's start. The first process is don't change the chemical formula. Suppose we write a chemical equations. Suppose a equations is given for you, that is when ferrum or iron reacts with water. So when ferrum reacts with water, it gives rise ferrous ferric oxide, Fe3O4. It is also called ferrous ferric oxide plus S2 hydrogen gas. We have to balance it. The first step is don't change the chemical formula. We have to put box mark in the given equations. To all chemical formula we have to put box mark. And the first rule is don't change the chemical equations. So we have to never any change in the chemical equations. It is the first step, the first process. Then the second step or the second process is list the number of different elements present in the unbalanced equations. We have to list out properly the equations. First we can draw 3 tables. We can write elements here, then number of atoms in reactants, number of atoms in products. Let's start first ferrum. So here one ferrum atom is present, so it is in reactant side. So ferrum atom is present in one in reactant side, so this one. Then in product side there are 3 ferrum atoms. so we can write 3. Next we go hydrogen element. Hydrogen elements having two number of atoms present in reactant sites, so we can write 2. But in product sites also there are 2 atoms, so we can also write 2 in product sites. Next we have to go oxygens. In case of oxygen atoms, in reaction there are only one oxygen is present. So it is one oxygen present in a reactant sites, and there are 4 oxygen present in product sites. 4 oxygens present in product side. So it is completely unbalanced equations. Next we have to make balance it. So the first process is don't change. Second process is list out the chemical equations in terms of atoms, in the reactants, products and elements. Then the third step is we have to go to the third step. The third step is first start the balancing of equation. Start the balancing of chemical equations from the compounds contains maximum number of atoms. So we have to choose any one compound which contains maximum number of atoms that may be present in the reactant sites or in product sites. We have to choose ferrous ferric oxide Fe3O4. So in this type of equations, in Fe3O4 there are 3 ferrum atom and 4 oxygen atoms, but in reactant side there are only 1 oxygen atom and also 1 ferrum atom. So first we have to balance ferrum, but we have to start from oxygens because there are 4 oxygen atoms present in product sides and there are only 1 oxygen atoms. So we have to first balance the oxygens. So as there are 4 atoms present in product sides, so we have to multiply 4 in reactant sides before H2O. So there are 4 H2O. Now we can see 4 H2O. So 4 2 into 2. So there are completely 8 hydrogen atoms in reactant sides, but there are only 2 hydrogen atoms in product sides. So we have to also multiply here 4. So now the hydrogen is balanced and oxygen also balanced. But in ferrum there are only 1 ferrum in reactant sides and there are only 3 ferrum present in product side. So that we have to multiply 3 before ferrum atom in reactant sides. So 3Fe plus 4H2O. 4H2O means 4 into H2, 8 hydrogen atoms. Here also 4 oxygen atoms. So it is completely balanced. So we can write it again in step 4 by balancing the equations. Next step is we have to also draw 3 rows like the previous tables. First tables is written for only elements, then reactants, then products. Atoms, number of atoms present in reactants, number of atoms present in products. Here Fe, ferrum atom presents 3 in reactant sides, so we can write here 3. But in product sides also 3. The next element is hydrogen. In the both sides you can say hydrogen atoms, there are 8 in reactant sides as well as also 8 hydrogen atoms in product sides. So you can write hydrogen 8 in reactant sides and also 8 in product sides. The next point is oxygen atoms. If we check the oxygen atoms, there are 4 oxygen atoms in reactant sides, as well as there are also 4 oxygen atoms in product sides. So 4 and 4. So it is a completely balanced chemical equations. It is completely balanced. So we can write the balanced chemical equations against the balanced chemical equations will be changed. 3Fe plus 4H2O gives rise Fe3O4 plus H2. That is final.